Hello, welcome to, I believe this is part 4 of my aeroplane build. This is the FF15 build. In this part, I'll be building the foam body. So, getting straight onto this, the first thing I'm going to do is cut out the templates out of paper. To do this, I'm just going to use a scalpel, a really sharp knife and a pen. Not a pen, a ruler, sorry. And then just lay the templates on the depron 6mm thick foam and draw around them with the pen again. Now, whenever applying anything to depron or any foam, make sure it doesn't dissolve it first. Like, test it on a scrap piece. Just draw around all the templates. That's the air ducts and everything like that. Then I'm going to cut around them with a scalpel. So put a piece of scrap wood or something on the floor so you don't go through and cut the floor or nothing. And then just make sure you get a really sharp scalpel. Changing the blade before always helps. The sharper it is, the easier and the better your plane will turn out in the end. Also I got my cat to help me. Yeah, don't ask about that. So then just using ruler, I cut out all the remaining parts. So once you got all the parts cut out, I set about doing the folds. To do this, I just got a scalpel and did it by eye, about the 45 degrees. The reason you do this is just to make the corners neater, so they like sort of blend in and curve around, rather than just a straight sort of fold. And then I cut out all the little notches where all the little teeth, which hold it all together, go, using the templates again. And folded the air duct, and then I made the ailerons by just cutting out the section of the wing that was marked out on plans, and then just doing a 45-degree angle, so you could get enough throw on there. And then there's me doing the right one as well. I just used a scalpel and ruler. Then I did the slot for the propeller. I'm using a 6x4 prop, so I measured the prop, and actually the hole on the plans was just the right size. So I started putting it together, just make sure it all fit, and started gluing it. Also make some tiny adjustments just to make sure it will fit all perfectly. And there it is, all put together and glued, mostly. Throughout I just use hot glue, and here you can see the ailerons are just duct taped on. It's just like a black tape. I don't think it's available in America, but it's the same sort of thing. So there you can see, just making sure I've got enough throw on the ailerons. Yeah, and then I reinforced all the uprights and any parts I thought might break off with hot glue. Just put a lot of hot glue on the uprights, actually, just in case I get like an upside down landing or something like that. Also reinforced all the folds on the nose and on the air ducts and everything like that. And also then it came to doing the nose, which is pretty tricky, actually. I'd accidentally broken off all of these, so I just I'll have to completely redo it. So to start off, I just got some tape and taped it in roughly where I wanted it to go. And then once it's all in place, then I just take the hot glue and glue it all on the outside to hold it all in place. Also, this will make it really strong. So don't spare any of the hot glue on it. Just use a whole load on there. Yeah, and then to reinforce it even more, I took some polystyrene. This is just from something I received through the post, and just cut out or carved out a shape that would fit really nicely into the nose of the plane. Just making sure it fits. Do some modifications, and then just hot glue it in. I use hot glue for all of my foam. I believe some foams it will melt it, so as always, test everything on some scrap bits of foam just to make sure it will work. And then came to doing the the roof of the plane, and then doing all the hinges, so I can just hinge it up and get to all the electronics really easily. It didn't tell me to do this in plan, but I figured it would be a good idea anyway. There you can see the nose being reinforced. So there it is. I then fitted the elevator on the back, and also, as you can notice, I taped all the leading edges and on the bottom as well, where it will scrape along the ground when landing, just to keep it all really strong. Also, I take the nose because I do intend on crashing this because it is my first plane. So you know the flight will probably last 2 seconds. It will crash. So, but I've been practicing hard on the simulator. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. As always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. The next video on this series will be up fairly shortly. I know I haven't had any up for a while, but just bear with me. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.